You're done! Keep me covered! You fucking pussy! Die! I'm gonna sit down your neck! What a fancy! Lay down cover fire! Retreat! You are mine! You messed with the wrong man! You fucking pussy! Grab that guy! You're dead!
I'm just a man wearing a mask, taking out people, one gun at a time.
What a fancy! I'm changing clip! You're going down! Whoa! Fuck you! Ass! Put the weapon down! What a We got Menendez! Eat them! Are you alright? Get him! Time to bleed! You put something between you and the EO! Get a job!
I do have a job, and it's killing you
Here
guys.
it comes!
They killed me because I didn't have mommy milk. be better than me, but I'm just having fun, my dude. Hiya, guys. I just barely checked Discord. I'm stuck.
I find that hilarious, though, that you would join Ricky's session, but you never bothered to even look to see if we had the party online, which we did.
I'm just used to like the notifications of you guys starting up the party, and that never popped up on my notification. So I was like, okay, I guess he's doing his own thing. We're just having a party.
Take that shithead down!
Oh shit! Where am I being shot? Ah!
Yeah, if I send you the invite, that's like 90% chance that it's either for podcast or something that involves a party. So it's probably worth checking if I send you an invite from GTA. Like, there's no point in sending an invite for the game if I have no intent to talk to you or just like not having an actual party with that person I'm playing with in the game.
True. Oh shit.
Damn, I'm so broke I can't even afford my car from the insurance place right now.
You're so broke that you can't afford your car?
Yeah, like from the insurance, and now I have to pay a fee for the insurance after it's destroyed.
Uh-huh.
I can't afford that. It's like
Jesus
20 grand. I have like 9.
Damn. That sucks. And I just died by one dude shooting at me because I found this NPC stuck between a trailer and a wall. I jumped down to try to kill him, but he shot me first, and I died. I did. And thank God it's a fucking weekend.
I work weekends.
Oh, that's right. I'm pretty serious. Oh, there he is. I decided to start doing a little quit while I'm sitting. And oh man, it's killing me. Well, not killing me, but it feels a lot heavier.
You're sore?
Yeah. Because all of today, dude, it was just fucking hectic. We were setting up tables, so this upcoming Monday, the staff and administration of the school can take the COVID test. We had to move stuff that gymnastics didn't put away. So it was just hectic, to say the least. Ooh,
Sounds pretty fucking nuts.
Like we have to put up, I think, about 44 tables. Like we had to do a row of 7, and I think it was like 7 tables in each row.
Yeah.
But we didn't have exactly like 7 tables for each row, so I think there was like one row that ended up with 3, but somehow it added up to 77. So it was just really a headache to try to figure out how to properly put them in and make sure they maintain the 6-foot distance.
I am so sorry, Kiko, but honestly, I phased out. You were talking about setting up tables, like, I don't know how that could be interesting. I just fucking phased out. I did not hear a word you just said.
Don't worry,
You were talking about, like, setting up everything at the schools so that the kids can be, like, social distance, but still go to school, right?
Well, I know the premise of that, but, like, he said something about, like, setting up tables in 7, but then there one that wasn't 7, that was 3. I'm like, okay, what? I just hear tables and math. I zoned out. I did not pay attention after that.
No, these tables right now that we have set up in the small gym, along with the big gym and cafeteria, they're all for students in athletics to do the COVID testing, along with coaches and the school staff, so the teachers, administration, and all that. We already have classrooms with at least 15 desks to do classes.
Alright. I'm gonna be joining in momentarily.
Did you want an invite, or did you already get one earlier?
I got one from Ricky. Should be good.
Nice.
Yeah, it should still be active. If not, I'll send another one. Or Kiko will send one.
If it doesn't work, I'll let you know, but I'm gonna try to join in right yeah. Oh. It would work if I had the disc inside, now wouldn't it?
Have you stopped by the casino store and seen the latest fashions? What are you waiting for? Life is ephemeral and without much meaning, except for consumption, which always makes you feel better. Visit the casino store.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Some person from that one pizza joint, JV's Pizza. Some employee there.
Who?
I don't know, some employee from JV's Pizza. It's off of Leaf Trevino and Montwood. Some person.
JV's Pizza? JV or JB?
JV.
Never heard of the place, to be honest.
It's not really a popular place, but I guess it's like really well known for the school that I work at. But this pizza place, I had to, pick up some pizza today because me and some coworkers decided why not, and a random worker there looked at me straight in the eyes and they're like, "I remember you," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know how. How do you remember me? I have a mask on. You only see my eyes." But it was like that. It was just that weird moment of, I see who, like, I remember you.
So, how do they remember you?
That's what I was about to ask.
Idea.
Yeah, like, you're leading up to this conclusion, like, so what was the verdict?
Well, from what one of the other employees told me was supposedly me and this guy had a class back at EPCC. But the thing is, I don't remember him.
Okay, now I'm lost. Hold on, stop. Now I'm lost. You said you went to a pizza place, and police says, "I remember you." And then other employee tells you how you guys know each other?
Yeah. Don't ask me how
Where's
it
the third
came
guy
to
come
that.
from? Who's the third guy?
No. It's two. It's the person. Oh, okay. Let me recount the story because I hate telling stories without details. All right. I go in. There's a person. There's a person that takes the orders right there in the front, and then you have your
Right.
people. You have the people making the pizzas in the back. Person in the front.
Right.
The person in the front went ahead. Because one of my coworkers put in an order for 2 pizzas. I went to go pick up the pizzas, and I tell the person in the front, hey, there was an order under this name. I'm here to pick them up. And they're like, okay, cool. Let me go get the pizzas for you. And somebody in the back came up front because I guess they wanted to see who was there. And the person just went up and they're like, hey, I remember you. And I was like, what? And then they ended up going back, which is really weird because they never explained to me how they knew me. And I guess they told the person going back to the front with my order, with the pizzas, on like how he knew me or remembered me or whatever. And so the person in the front was like, oh, this dude remembers you from a class in college or something. And I was like, okay, I'm guessing probably EPCC, but I don't remember because anything from that time, it's just totally brain dead to me. It was really
So you go to a pizza
weird.
place, the guy in the back recognizes you, tells you he knows you, then leaves and has the guy in the front tell you for him? The fuck?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like, who approaches that in that manner?
I've never met anyone who does that. Anyone
Exactly,
who ever
like, that's
tells
so
me-
weird.
I mean, we're definitely not saying that you're lying, but we are saying that is so fucking weird that I tell them, hey, I remember you. It's
I talked to that
remember you
person.
Yeah, like I remember you, like we had history together, or we had math, or I remember you from the concert, the Papa Roach concert, or I would tell them where I would remember seeing them. So
Yeah, I
if
would
this
continue to talk to that person. Like, who the fuck is going to be like, hey, I remember you, but let this guy tell you, tell you about it, or let this guy explain it for you. Like,
Yeah, if
why
a
do you just
person
ditch a
actually-
convo like that?
If a person actually does that, I'm like, what the fuck? That's just a little weird and concerning. Like, why the fuck would a person just show up and be like, hey, I remember you, and walk away?
And then have someone else talk to you for that person.
I
Unless they
understand.
were shy and they happened to mention it, that's maybe what happened, but
I mean, no, that's like equivalent to like introducing yourself and then having someone else talk to that person about you for them. Like, hey, I'm Rick. He's gonna tell you about me, and then have someone else talk to you about me.
yeah, to like you and Kiko meet someone and say, hey, how's it going? I'm Rick. And then Kiko joins in like, oh yeah, he's Wada Jesus. He loves cars. He loves animals. He also has a really big following in the gay community for some
Right?
reason.
Like that seems normal. Like that seems normal. The odd part is for me to go to, let's say, like it's a girl. Like I go talk to a girl, introduce myself, and say, hey, I'm Rick, and then walk away. And then Kiko comes out of nowhere to explain the rest of what the fuck I just did, or what the fuck I
Yeah.
was talking about after I just
Right.
said hi.
Right, Kiko would try to like be a wingman for you when you literally were just there 5 seconds ago, and then he's
Just
trying
to
to
say
sell
hi.
you to this girl. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay.
Kiko, you have some weird things happen to you, man. Like, you get into the weirdest scenarios, dude. I don't know what the fuck you deal with, and the people you meet.
Honestly, I can agree with you on that. When that scenario happened, I was just like, I was pretty concerned. Because it gave me, like...
Your life is a trip, man.
And sometimes it is, sometimes it's kind of boring, sometimes it's really depressing.
No, it's not. It's concerning.
And it's a bit of everything, but I'm pretty sure that's everyone's life at some point, you know?
Yeah, everyone has like an exciting moment, a boring moment. a traumatic moment, a moment we all want to forget, and a moment we all want to remember.
A near-death experience moment.
This is just one of those moments that, like, oh yeah, this happened. I have no idea.
Like,
how this
I mean, it wasn't even
happened.
Kiko. Like nothing even happened because of Kiko. Just some guy recognizes him, says, "Hey, I know you," then explains nothing about that, what he just said, and then have the other coworker speak on his behalf or some shit. Like that's just a weird context to leave off. Like, "Hey, I know you," or like, "Hey, how are you?" And then obviously, where it would continue, he goes to the back again, and then the guy that was in front explains to Kiko for him, like, why then the fuck did the guy in the back just talk about him or talk to him the rest of the way? Like, finish the convo, you know?
Again, the only reason I could ever think someone would just do that is because either they were really shy or maybe they got busy, you know, with like working on pizzas, but they wanted to like have that moment say, "Hey, I remember you." But even then, if you're going to make the effort of say that to somebody, you should at least follow it up with where you remember them. Or,
like, "Hey, I remember you from school, from college, from that party." It's like 2 or 3 extra words. From where? Like,
yeah,
I
exactly.
tell that shit all the time. Like, "I seen you." Oh, from where? Like, because obviously people recognize the long hair or the fucking one tattoo that they remember me by.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've never talked to them or seen them from. Like, "Hey, you were at Walmart the other week." Like, "Oh yeah, that was me at Walmart." Boom, there, over, done.
Or if, like, Ricky, if someone remembers you, like, from the Whataburger video, then they say, "Oh, I remember you. You were the guy who ate the 10 patty challenge." And be like, "Oh yeah,
there you go."
I did that. That's a reasonable thing. And honestly, to argue the whole, like, oh, they're just too shy. It's like, well, apparently they were not shy enough to not go up to you, for you, a complete stranger, to be like, "Hey, I remember you." Apparently they're not shy enough to do that, but they just didn't say where or when. Okay.
Also, at the same time, I think we're overanalyzing this, because the guy could have meant to say, "Hey, I seen you around," or because obviously the context in "I remember you" and "I seen you around" pretenses that I remember you as in you've talked to them or interacted with them before, like you've known them from somewhere before. "I seen you around" is like, "Hey, I seen you around, like, from a distance," or like, "I saw you at Walmart." Like, you never talked to them or nothing, like you're a stranger, but like, "Hey, I've seen you before." But "I remember you" is like they hung out or had some sort of past experience or, you know, contact before it, you know, previous to that moment.
Or, and I just thought of this literally, like, right now, maybe he had the Skid Row song playing in his head, and for some reason he was trying to sing it, but it just came out and say, "Hey, I remember you." It just came out weird. Maybe he had the song stuck in his head. I don't know.
If you had to walk to the front to sing that line and then go back to the restaurant in the back, that's just kind of a way to, you know, to do your job. But oh well, you never know.
I don't know. Only Kiko would know. But no, actually, only the guy would know.
Honestly,
why he
I want to say
did
it's probably a case of mistaken identity, because I mean, I could be mistaken as
or
like
that.
somebody in the military,
Yeah.
or, you know, like someone's
Like,
friend
or
who
that,
just happens.
because
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
there's nothing more embarrassing. Like, if he's shy, like going back to Daniel's point, if he was right on the whole shy or anxiety thing, there's nothing more embarrassing than says, "Hey, I remember you." Oh wait, fuck, that's not you after all. That's somebody else. So you're just talking to a random stranger. Leave, fucking leave.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like,
there
it's
have
always
been
awkward to think you know someone. It's not that person after all. Like, "Hey, Meredith." "I'm not Meredith." "Oh shit, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else." Awkward. Right? "I remember you."
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not them. Fuck,
If
never
there's-
mind. Just fucking book it.
Yeah, if there's ever a moment where I'm not sure if that person is who I think they are, I will, if I feel daring, I'll go up to them and be like, "Hi, are you so-and-so?" And if they say yes, I'll be, "Hey, it's Daniel from blah, blah, blah." Or if it's not, then I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were so-and-so from blah, 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 blah." You know, and then I'll leave. Because I'm like, "Oh shoot, that's not them. My bad."
See, See, that also depends. That also depends on the person's confidence level. Because also they want to make sure. Because for me, it's 50-50. It's I'll do what you just said, or I'll make sure prior to seeing them, prior to meeting them, if it's them or not. Like I want to verify. Like, okay, is it them? Is it? Like I can't tell. I'm too far away. I don't want to call their name. I don't want to make the approach and then it not be them. Like, so I'm gonna try to verify beforehand. Like, okay, see, like, is it them? Is it what they're wearing? Their hair? And if it's not, walk away. If it is, I'm like, hey, so and so, and then continue the convo.
Yeah. See, I don't have the confidence to just blurt out someone's name and for them to turn around. That's why I make sure. That's like I don't do that. I don't know if I may have done that once, and they turned around and it's not them. And then quickly, I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And
that's why I verify. Like, if it's them, I'll say, "Hey, so and so." If it's not, and I still want to make sure, I'll go and ask, like, "Hey, are you so and so?" and make sure. Or if it's that little in between, like, I'm looking at them, like I'm kind of staring at them to try to figure out who they are, and they catch me doing that, I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else." I'm trying to make sure. Obviously, nothing is also as awkward if you're looking at somebody just either admiring them or their outfit, tattoos, or clothes, whatever, or trying to figure out who they are, and they catch you doing that, like, why are you staring at me for? Oh, no reason, I'm not trying to be a creep, I just thought you were somebody else, or I'm trying to figure out what your tattoo was, or I like your outfit, or something like that.
Yep. God,
I'm sorry, Steve, you just made a simple story. We made a whole fucking tangent about that shit.
I mean, to be fair, what the guy... what the guy did to Kiko, like that's.
It was off. It was very awkward.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pick on the guy, but I'm just saying, like, that's a weird response. That's a weird thing.
That's definitely an off-word approach to saying, "Hey, I remember you," or someone that you think you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can tell like how awkward it was with me and the person in the front too, because like the way they even said it too, they're like, "Oh yeah, they know you from college," and I'm just like,
that's pretty broad.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you this, Kiko. When you were trying to order the pizza, did the guy who show up actually talk to the person in front, like while you were there, or did like the guy just show up and then he said, "I remember you," and went back there?
So it's like, you know how when you order food in the front, you're just there waiting for like the whole transaction to happen, and then like you can actually see the people in the back, depending on where you go. So it was pretty much like that, except on the moment I kind of looked back, because I was just like, oh, I'm curious, are they like what are they doing? Like, are they cleaning? Are they making the pizza? Is the pizza already made? And it just so happened that this dude from the back like went up to the front. I guess he like saw me from afar, but was just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go up and say hi. If it's the person that I think it is, cool. If it's not, I'm just gonna walk back. Like, I'm guessing that's what he had in his mind. So like so the dude walks from the back, came up, said what he said, and then went back, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, but my question is, because you said the guy in the front said why he thinks he remembers you.
Yeah.
But my question is, when did the guy to show up from the back and that guy talk?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing when the person in the front went to get the pizza from the back.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to make sure, like, it wasn't like one of those weird things where you literally show up, you do the transaction, the guy from the back just walks right up and say, "Hey, I remember you," and then walks back, and you're left there like, what the fuck? And then the guy in the front said, "Oh yeah, he remembered you." It's like, what?
Like, he just assumes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. Like, if the guy in the back talked to the guy, or I don't know if it was a guy. If the person in the back who said he remembered you talked to the person in front who was trying to help you with the transaction, I just wanted to know if they talked, because apparently they did. Apparently the person in the front said, "Oh yeah, he remembers you from college." It's like, okay,
So
but
my question is, why the fuck did the guy in the back talk to the guy in the front about you when the guy in the back should just talk to you in the first place?
Exactly.
In the first place. Like,
that's
why
what I
the
was
fuck did the
trying
guy
to
in the back have to add a fucking messenger dude? Like, oh yeah, he's from so and so. Like, what does it matter? What does it matter to the guy in the front? What the fuck does he care? Why does he have to talk to you from when the guy in the back should have just told Kiko directly?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you just tell the guy in the person? Why didn't you just tell the guy you said, "Hey, I remember you"? Like,
I just
why would you
wanted
do
the
it?
pizza.
That just makes it so much more work and much more awkward for
Yeah,
everyone.
like, make him a messenger boy and shit. Like, why the fuck does the guy in the front care? Like, hey, I remember him. Like, hey, I remember you. I know this guy from somewhere. Like, okay, why the fuck would I care if someone tells me who they remember someone when the person's right there?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, in that case, you might as well just go up and say, "Hey, I remember you from college. Didn't we have a science class together at EPCC?" And then
You would
Kiko would have
think
said,
that.
"Oh yeah, sure, I think I remember you." Or, "No, I don't think we've ever met." I'd be like, "Oh, okay, sorry, my bad." Or, "Oh yeah, I remember you."
Okay, alright, I don't care.
I hope to God I never had like a scenario like that. Actually, no, that's a lie. I hope I do, because I would love to share this with you and be like, "Hey, Kiko, guess what? I had a similar situation, almost the
I
exact
would
same
love
thing."
for that to happen to me, just so I can handle it properly. I'd be like, yo, dude, in the back. What the fuck?
like, where do you know me from?
Like,
did you-
why do you tell your coworker about me so he can talk to me when you're the one that started all this shit up? Like, dude, I'm right here. Talk to me. What the fuck?
Like, did you like
I would just
remember-
handle it.
Like, have you heard me on the radio? Have you like seen me on a video with a friend
In
of
a
mine?
viral, school,
Where do you know me? Yeah. Where do you
fucking
know
my
me?
work, whatever.
Did you happen to pass by me at a Walmart or an Albertsons or a fucking store and you just happened to remember my mask or something?
You would think it would have been the
Here's
mask.
a question for y'all.
Well, I mean, I think nowadays it's like, for me, I wear a Rush mask, you know? Like, it's very, like, you'll know it's me because it's my mask.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Daniel. I think I would see you from like a whiles away, just because I know your outfit type and like your hair and body type.
Yeah.
Like, not looking at the face or like your mask. Like, if it was style of your outfit, hair, and just your overall body type.
Yeah. I mean, that's to be expected because you know me, and you've
Yeah.
obviously seen my pictures. You've met me in person. We've hung out, so like you know what I would look like. So for you to like pick me out of a bunch, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because you would know what. Or if they like know what I look like, then I kind of want to know where they know me from. But
I think if someone had to pick you out, their best reference is either the mask, the hair, or the glasses.
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, God help me if I'm wearing a Rush shirt, because I'm like, hey, which one's Daniel's? Like, look for the Rush guy. What's the Rush guy? Oh. Are you talking about the guy wearing the Rush shirt? Yeah, that's him. Like, oh.
Here's
yeah,
a question for you guys. Here's a cool question.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm curious if it should happen to each one of us. Was there ever a time that you saw someone online, like, okay, that person, boy or girl, whatever, is attractive or looks very good, like they have an ideal look online, like, you know, they have a distinct style. Then you meet them in person or you see them in public, like Walmart, the mall, whatever, and it is totally not what you saw on the profile.
Yes.
Yeah. I've had... It's not a complete catfish. They look a little different, but, you know, like, for the most part, they match like 80% of what they look like. That's not every time, but I think that's the worst. Like maybe 80% of what they would look like, but yeah, sometimes I've met people that online they look a little different than when you meet in person. I mean, just
I've
look at me.
seen a few, not gonna lie, and then just because everyone bags on El Paso bitches, I've seen like the top 3 that everyone says. The criteria is that she's faking it is when there's not a full face pic, like it's cut off at the forehead or eye or half the face or just the lips, not a full body pic, lots of cleavage, and where it's just like far away mirror pics, and that's really because she's either fat, chubby, or super thick. And meet them in person, they happen to be that exact thing. I'm like, why can't you just get a regular picture? Oh, because she's chubby and she was hiding it, and nothing but cleavage or nothing but like a very obscure photo angle or something like that. Like, come on, like just be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone move back!
Yeah, I've had that multiple times.
You know what? I just realized something. Since we're still waiting for Hobby.
Surprisingly, goddamn, we should just do our own podcast.
I mean, technically we are, man. I was gonna
I
say
keep
whenever
recording,
Hobby,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say when Hobby joins, Kiko, you need to tell him the story about what you told us, because I want to hear Hobby say, "What the fuck?" Because I know he's going to, or he's gonna be like, Wait, hold on, Kiko, where the fuck does this person know you from? You watch, he's gonna do that.
I want to hear how he poked the same holes that we did.
Oh, he's going to. I mean, he's gonna fucking poke the same holes that we did, because I think any normal person would have asked the same fucking questions that we did. But keep in mind, Kiko, when you're telling Javi the story, it's important for Ricky and I to just stay quiet. Just let Kiko tell what he needs to say to Javi, because we need to have his full reaction as much as you've heard us talk. We need to hear Javi talk and hear what he has to say.
If Javi doesn't get on before like maybe 1:45 or nearing 2 a.m., I gotta call it quits. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do have work in the morning. I have to wake up a little bit earlier tomorrow to pick up my car from the shop. So if I doesn't get on in the next half hour or so, I gotta call it, unfortunately.
No, I think that's fine. I think we could probably just, if there's no podcast today, we could just be like, oh, well, just try to call it a night early, try to relax. But
Because I know it sucks to have a short podcast because of how late it is. It's very fun with our hour-long, 2-hour podcasts, but the longer we take to get started, the shorter it has to be. We gotta cut it short, or just postpone it altogether, which also sucks.
I know.
Because these have been starting pretty late lately, like later and later each weekend. 12:30, 1 a.m., now 1:30.
Yeah.
Javi, you bastard, where you be?
Well, regardless of whenever Javi joins us, Kiko, you need to tell him the story.
Will do.
Cool.
It was just one of those like weird things that I experienced, and I was like, the fuck is going on?
It's like, I
Like,
need
only
answers.
Kiko would experience that, getting a fucking pizza.
And all
Did you say where you got this pizza from, or did you?
JV's
Did you not say?
from
I've never
JV's
been there.
Pizza. It's all right, but
So no
it's,
one's heard of it, what the fuck?
it's not very popular
when it-
like the other pizza joints, but like for my work area, it's very popular amongst students within like that location itself.
What side of town is it on? Is it on east side?
Yeah, it's off of Lee Trevino and Montwood.
Okay. That would explain why I don't get to go out, that far as much anymore.
It's actually not that far from the Waterburger where we did where we recorded the 10 patty.
you said it's JB's or JV's pizza?
JV. JV's pizza.
I literally asked the exact same thing.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
Varsity pizza? Like JV varsity?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
varsity, or is it
like
V,
junior
in
varsity.
Bravo?
No, like junior varsity.
Got it. Okay.
Wait, so it's V, not B?
V.
No, it's V.
V.
Like
V? I
varsity.
thought it was fucking. I heard B. I thought it was B. What the fuck?
Sorry guys, it's my horrible lisp.
No, it's fine. It's fine because like a B and V can sound very alike depending on how fast you say it, or just the microphone you're using. It can make it sound like a B or B.
And then to be fair, I'm using the camera mic because I don't want to put my headset on. It irritates my fucking ears after a while, so I'm kind of waiting until podcast actually starts.
Yeah. So there you
So
go.
you hear the echo, that's why. Sorry.
And it's like there, but it's not like bad. Oh, Kiko, you want to hear a funny story
What's
about
up?
me and my girlfriend in Pokemon Go?
What's up?
So you know how the research for the week has been like an encounter with Chansey?
Yeah.
If you get like 7 days in a row. So for me, my 7th day is on Saturday, and for my girlfriend, Jasmine, her 7th day is on a Friday. Well, we were hanging out today, obviously. So I helped her out with the research. I collected it for her, and I knew like she was gonna get a Chansey. And then that's where she got the fucking shiny, because I had the phone. And I'm like, you fucking, are you kidding me? I've been doing the fucking research for like weeks, and I've never gotten the shiny. But the one time I helped my girlfriend with the Chansey, and she gets a fucking shiny.
Damn. Oh
Or,
yeah, I
no,
saw.
no.
I saw in the
I got the
chat.
shiny for her. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. I got the shiny for her, and I was like, God damn it. And to add insult to injury, when it was my turn to get a Chansey, no shiny. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But I'm happy for her. She doesn't get very many shinies in that game, so I'm like, you know what? I was giving her a hard time, but it's only because I love her. And because I know that she would give me a hard time, too.
Oh damn. Okay, let's see. Is that guy okay? No. That guy's dead. He's definitely gone. But we can all agree the situation that I was in was just the most random ordeal ever. Also, congratulations.
It's pretty
to-
random. It's pretty up there.
I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's the most random, but it's definitely all random moment. Like, that's definitely one you don't really see very often.
Encounter often, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how it went from no stars to 3 stars real quick. Ooh, that was messy. It's a helicopter.
You know what? Ricky, how long do you got before you probably need to call it?
30 minutes or so. I'm gonna give it till 2 a.m.
Okay. Because
And
I
that's
remember...
if he joins before then. Let's say podcast lasts about an hour. I'll call it within the first half hour of the podcast actually starting.
Okay. Because I was going to say, speaking of random moments, I remember back in high school when I went to Coronado. I believe this was after school. I remember being asked something just completely out of the blue. I'm pretty sure I was being trolled, by two girls, but it didn't really occur to me until afterwards. I'm like, wait, did they really just fucking ask that? I remember leaving school, I went to GameStop, I was going to pick up a game, I forgot what it was, but there was like two girls that were just in the like parking lot. I guess they got off school too. It was like, hey, you want a blowjob? And I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. I just walked right into GameStop, and it wasn't until I walked in, I'm like, wait a minute, did they just fucking ask me if you wanted a blowjob?
Did that just happen?
Yeah! What the fuck? Now, I'm pretty sure they are fucking with me because I said no thanks. I went inside and I thought I heard them laughing, but I wasn't really paying attention. And I'm like, after I bought the game, oh, there's Hobby.
Damn.
You can keep waiting for your deadbeat dad.
There he is.
Hooray, my deadbeat dad's alive and he's not abandoning me for milk.
He came back with milk.
He never came back with
It
milk.
was milk and cigarettes.
Definitely the cigarettes part.
Yeah, that's funny coming from a guy who has asthma.
Yeah, it's great. That's what I'm about.
So Javi, I have an interesting interaction story to tell you.
Don't tell it now. Don't tell it now.
Okay, well I'll tell it on the
Yes.
starting of podcast.
Yeah. Wait till podcast starts to bring this up, because trust me, Javi, you're gonna want to hear
It's a
this.
doozy. It's a
Yeah.
doozy.
Yeah, we went off on a total tangent after hearing this story.
Literally, like we fucking analyzed the entire thing.
Yep.
In 5.
Alright. There you go. Send you an invite. Long time no see, Hobby. How you been, man?
Dying.
Yeah. I feel you.
Cover yourself!
Nice.
You fucking amateur!
So I have $5. The question is,
I have $5,000.
5,000. That's almost
Yep.
$6,000.
Oh, back to 1,000. Just pay my bills.
$1,000. That's almost 2,000. That's
I hate it here. That worked itself out.
You asshole! Go suck a dick!
I think a cop just told me to go suck a dick.
Well, do what he says. He is the law.
Get on your knees, white. Get on your knees, pucker those lips. Red them cheeks.
Blow up the top.
Which movie is it where they're in jail and they're gonna do some guy? Oh, Harold and Kumar.
Is that the second one where they go to prison? No, Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Not what I
Harold
was
and Kumar.
thinking where that fucking reference was gonna go.
Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay.
I was thinking the butterfly effect.
Oh, yeah.
Or
That's
the-
cool too.
Got stabbed. Quest my dinghy. Hey, why is it always so fucking far away?
I hear the train. But what is it? Oh, okay. Train is coming this way.
Why am I out here?
Because apparently you only respawn at your last location.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I respawn at my fucking, at my submarine. I don't remember, like, leaving it here.
It's been a week, so who knows where he left it.
I mean, fair enough. But it's not like I load up this game or like move around the submarine.
We all live in need of somebody.
Hush.
Or,
We need to get back to doing something for the channel.
it's okay. I've already thought of it. Fucking The Sims 4 is releasing a new paranormal pack. Guess what, boys? We're doing Sims content now.
I have The Sims.
It's not multiplayer.
Damn it.
Damn you, Sims.
I mean, look, you want to just play The Sims? Fuck it. Play The Sims.
Hey, I'm bored of that.
Look, man, I've been controlling, like, all of the different households for everyone's fucking characters. You think I don't get bored of that? Sometimes.
Something.
I get bored of it, and then I entertain myself by fucking something up. Speaking of which, so I've got all of our Spectre characters and most of the D&D characters. Now, I know you haven't been keeping up, Ricky, but fucking with D&D, there's two characters that fucking in-game. This player Lyra and this player Bravo. As it is, they had to get drunk as fuck to, like, fuck in-game. And so I'm like, oh, okay, they fuck, hi, fuck it. You know, they can fuck in The Sims too. Sure, why not? That'll be fun. They refuse to fuck.
This took a weird turn.
Yeah, but you didn't think this where this would go.
Nope.
But yeah, no. Those two players, or those two characters, they refuse to fuck in The Sims. And I have control of both of them. It just always turns into an awkward encounter for them.
That's funny. God damn it, when I say fuck, you do fuck!
It's like fucking smashing the toys together, like, why aren't they fucking? What is this?
It's like, this is how you have sex, right?
Somehow the toys can say no. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
It's all fun and games until you hear the party saying, Mama. Then it gets weird.
Oh god.
Crazy. Like, look, I was able to systematically fucking NTR a whole lot of people a lot faster than I got those two to fuck, because I still haven't gotten those two to fuck.
Maybe you just need some alcohol. Get them in the mood. Or at the very least, get them loosened up.
Maybe. I don't know. It's never been needed for any other sim before.
That's funny right there.
That tell you what, that's funny right there.
Like, I've gotten an unromantic sim to fuck sooner than that. Like, good lord.
Yeah.
unromantic and unflirty. I don't know what's going on with them. Neither of them have those traits.
I guess they just don't have the chemistry.
I guess not. I don't know.
You need to make that chemistry work, though.
Yes.
I mean, like, how does a game refuse to do what you tell it to do? That's all the game is you control everything.
I know. Okay, so here's the thing. To get two Sims to fuck, you have to get, like, their quote-unquote romance level up to a certain amount. Which, I mean, that's included with the Sims that you control. And so, I did what was natural. I, got them to be, like, decent enough friends first, which, that's not even a requirement. You could have zero friendship with a Sim, and just raise the romance, and still fuck them. But no, I built up a bit of the friendship, and I tried to build up the romance. I choose the soft, romance object, like flirt. What do you call it? Pickup line. It would basically go, the first one would be like a success, quote unquote. As soon as we get to the second romance interaction, embarrassed. And then it's like, oh, they can't flirt anymore because the Sims are too embarrassed to do that.
Maybe you accidentally made a fucking, thing where the Sims are like, man, I can't fuck them. He's like a brother to me. Yeah, she's like a sister to me, bro.
They're not even that close.
Maybe they just, they don't want a friends with benefits kind of deal. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Apparently, it's a lot more complicated than we thought.
I mean, they're in the same household, but none of them are related. I mean, I don't know.
And they were roommates. Oh my god.
I haven't heard this much, this difficulty of two things trying to fuck since they were trying to make pandas fucking wild.
True. Wait, hang on. Another example. There's a new character in Spec Super, it's basically a harem protagonist. I was able to create that motherfucker, and literally 5 minutes into playing the game, he had already fucked 3 different women.
Jesus Christ.
Did you fucking make Kiko?
No.
No. It's
It's
5 women
Kiko.
or more. No, it's 5 women or more, then it's me.
Really?
I mean, at this point, he's already hit 6.
Okay, then it's me.
You need to paint that card.
Anyway,
True. Wait, I need the open for this. Hold on.
it's time to
Anyways.
introduce the show.
Yeah, welcome to the RIP Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My driver today is White Man Keeping It Christian, Ricky.
What up?
My other co-host is White Man Not Keeping It Christian, Kiko.
How you doing?
And my final co-host, certainly not least, we have White Man Keeping It Jamming, Daniel.
Thank you.
Waiting
What's
for you to
up?
pop in there.
No, I was waiting for you to say who the fuck I was. What's up, everybody?
Sorry, I'm kind of a choking.
It's okay. Listen, we all busy living, and we all busy dying.
Hell yeah, bro. Here's to dying. So yeah, that's been The Sims for me.
It does not sound like a sinful time. Kill me. Anyway,
Now I'm gonna go kill myself.
no. Kill me first, because that was a terrible joke.
That's why I'm gonna kill
Call me
myself.
Call me a simp, because I'm simply not enough.
Haha.
Hey, we're gonna call this an 8-minute podcast. It was good seeing you all.
Alright, cool.
8 minutes?
night,
Is it the
y'all.
shortest one?
Hell yeah, it's the shortest one we had. Good job,
I mean,
guys.
shortest
No,
one
Javi,
was
Javi.
fucking- what's up?
Javi, we need to make the world's shortest podcast, just introduction, and 1 or 2 words each, and out. That's literally the whole thing. You sign off, that's it. That's the entire podcast for Friday.
You know
Hell
what?
yeah,
that'll be next
run,
week.
bitch.
That'll be next week's if I don't have any fucking topics. Speaking of topics, Kiko, come on, hit me with that shit.
Alright, so today, one of my coworkers was like, hey, I need you to pick up pizza for me. I'll order it on the phone. You just go and pick up the pizza. So I was like, alright, cool. So I go to this pizza joint, like right across from my work. I go in, I tell the people at the desk, hey, at the front, hey, I'm here to pick up pizza, and they're like, okay, cool, you know, just tell us your name, blah blah blah, and what kind of order it was. So I said, some dude in the back comes up to the front and he's like, hey, I know you, and walks back, and I guess he and the person in the front had a little conversation before the person brought me the pizza, and the person in the front was just like, that guy knows you from college. And I was like, I'm just here for my pizza. Weirdest thing to ever happen to me ever, well, so far. And
This week.
and it's
Today.
one of the things that actually sent Ricky and Daniel on a tangent, because this guy literally just said, hey, I know you, with no fucking context. Just straight up said that, went to the back, and then the person in the front, I ended up being a little messenger to tell me, hey, that guy knows you from college. And I'm just like, I don't know him. I don't know this whole thing. Like, I don't know this whole thing. So it's really got awkward. And the whole thing, the whole tangent that Ricky and Daniel had was, why would this guy say this unless, you know, there was certain things with them, you know? It was just weird.
I mean, we can go into detail for that too, but yeah, I mean, kind of just weird for a guy to just come up from the back and be like, hey, I remember you, and then just walk away.
Yeah, that's the thing. Normally, whenever you know someone, it's like, hey, you remember me? It's me from, you know, such and such.
Yeah, you explain yourself,
Yeah.
like, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we fucking said. That's what we fucking... Ricky, isn't that exactly what we fucking said? Almost word for
Literally.
word.
I mean,
Almost,
unless
verbatim.
he's like, hey, you remember me from, like, college? And then he remembered a bit more about you. He's like, oh, you're the dude who fucks in a dog suit. Shit.
Well, the only reason why I would...
That's make a difference.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I think that he would do that, I thought initially, was, number one, he was too shy to really say, so he had to tell his friend to tell him for him. Or number two, he realized, oh shit, like, I was saying this to this guy, but I realized, oh, that's not him. I just gotta leave right now. But even then, like, both that just doesn't really give a good argument, because if you're too shy to say, hey, I remember you, and then just leave, but you tell your coworker, who will tell you, like, well, apparently you weren't shy enough to just come from the back while you were working on a pizza to this guy that you may or may not know, and then say, hey, I remember you, and just walk right away. Apparently you
Well,
weren't
I mean,
too shy
I
not
don't
to
know.
do that.
In that situation, I feel like the second one is more likely. It's like, you know, you see, maybe it's someone that, you know, you haven't seen in so long, you're excited, go out there, oh shit.
It's not him. Yeah, exactly. That's
And
the only...
I don't know, that can be a little embarrassing.
It could be, but I think it would be a lot less embarrassing if you just say, oh, aren't you so-and-so from so-and-so? And if they say no, then you're like, oh, shoot, I'm sorry, man. And then they
Yeah,
you
just
can
verify.
Yeah, you just don't show up to somebody and say, hey, I remember you, and then you just leave. Because that means that maybe they remember you, but I don't know where.
Well,
Or maybe
I
they
was gonna
don't
say
remember
is
you.
it probably might not help because of the whole mask thing. Because it's like, oh, you know, maybe from like from a certain angle, since he's got the mask on, it's like, hey, this looks like that dude, and then closer inspection's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, the case
Wrong
of
guy.
mistaken identity. That's what I brought up, because I was like, I can look like anybody, especially with a mask.
You could look like just any fucking white guy. Look, here's the thing. you know, at a certain point, what I like to do is if I see someone that I think I know, I'm just gonna stare, and squint at them. And try to remember and know for sure that it's them. Because I don't
Sounds
want to be
familiar.
like, oh, you know, hey, how's it going? Aren't you such and such? Because I had an issue one time where I thought someone was one of my regulars because of the mask thing. And I'm like, hey, how you been? They're like, what? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were one of my regulars. My bad. My mistake.
Right, but you still apologize to that person and realize, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Well, I
And
mean,
then
it's not
you-
like
I'm
I
on
could
the
just
clock.
walk to
What
the
you
back.
want,
I was
some
the only
wheels?
one in the store at the time.
But that's the other guy did. He walked to the back and told
coming
the
at
other
you.
freaking coworker who had no business in it to tell Kiko for him.
See, he had
So
an
some
outlaw.
random
He
third
had another
coworker had to get
coworker.
involved.
You think I wasn't gonna walk away? Hell yeah! Just straight up, just walk away if I could.
I don't know, for me, I would have at least been like, hey, aren't you so-and-so from
Like, all it
science
takes
class?
is verify. Just verify. Either ask or look long enough where, like, is it them? Is it them? Yeah, it's them. Like, look for a distinct thing. Like, you know, I say a tattoo or, you know, like, you know that person well enough to, like, know behind the mask who it is. If not, I would just ask, are you so-and-so from this and that?
See, there was one dude that I used to know really well. Not just cause I didn't even know his fucking name. I didn't know his order or anything. I would just recognize him because he has a tattoo of a molecule on it. I don't remember what it was, but it's what his daughter is allergic to. It's so that he can remember.
Oh, that's
And
smart.
I'm like, yeah, see, that's smart. That's something noticeable. And no one else has that kind of thing. But I'm telling you, it's definitely
know
the thing
of.
where he saw Kiko, and he's like, hey! Ah, fuck, I remember you, that's right. Shit. God damn it.
I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, and you might as well just not do it. I mean, look, I'm not trying to pick on
that's
the guy.
thing. It's like the initial excitement, because, you know, I've had people who are like, hey! Oh, shit. God damn it. I do remember you.
So you're saying that this guy remembers him, wanted Kiko to know.
Wait, so
just
hold on. The thing is, like,
under the ambiguity of.
so my
I think
question is that
inside-
their thought process is they're gonna say, hey, excitement out of natural, like, instinct and then realize who they are?
Yeah. I mean, hang on. Kiko, did you fuck this guy's girlfriend or something? Did he fuck yours? What's going on?
I
you fuck
went
him?
in.
That took a turn.
I just
Because, I
went
mean,
for
maybe that's the other
pizza.
shit. Maybe you fucked him over, and he remembered that you fucked him over. Or
just
maybe
went in-
he fucked you over, and he remembers, like, ah, shit. Like,
Hey!
and look,
All I
Wait a
wanted was
minute.
a pizza.
That guy owes me $50.
like, if I went back to El Paso, and, you know, I went to the gas station or something, and I saw, like, this one dude I went to high school with named Andy, who, he failed high school because of me. If I saw him, I'd be like, hey! Oh, shit.
Wait, how did he fail high school because of you?
Okay, I'm
so it's not
interested.
directly. It's not only because of me, but it is also because of me. It's because he's a piece of shit. Anyways, so Andy wasn't a very good student, and of course I am. Now
Right.
he would skip class a lot to fucking go to theater,
Uh-huh.
and I had known him since freshman year. We started off as decent enough friends, kind of fell out because he's a piece of shit. But anyways, final day of high school, senior year. I'm just chilling in the theater with the homies. We're all having a good time. Fucking, we're in the workshop, and Andy runs in. He's like, "Oh, Javier, are you good at math?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at math. I slept through class, and I still passed with like a B+." It's like, okay, so this teacher said if I turn in all my work, what do you call it, for the year, today, he'll pass me. And, what do you call it? I can graduate. Can you help me? This is the last paper. And I looked at him. And I thought about it. And I remembered. I lent him Modern Warfare 3. And I never saw it again. And I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. I gotta go home. I'll see you later. And I just left him like that. And I know for a fact he didn't graduate.
Damn.
Yeah. That's funny.
Dang.
And I graduated about 5.
Damn.
You graduated
Damn.
5 years ago. God damn.
So you guys are the same class then?
Yeah, we're the same class.
Fuck, man. He was way behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, he sounds like...
Look, like I said, he was a piece of shit.
That's a bummer.
He actually got one of the teachers fired.
What?
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is a fun story that I found out from another dude that I fucking, met up with recently.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this is from another dude that I fucked over in the past, but we're cool now.
Nah, me and Anthony are cool. I never fucked him over. I made fun of him and he made fun of me, but that's about it. I mean that's just friendship, bro. Yeah, see? Normal.
Yeah, fuck you, Javi. That's what friends do.
Yeah, you know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Fuck you
Fuck
guys.
you.
Not in that way, but okay.
Shit out of you.
I'll
You know
fuck
what?
the shit
I'm
out
gonna
of you.
fist your ass.
Actually, that took a wrong turn. Javi, please continue.
Bro, I'll beat you with a pipe. Anyways, so, after Andy was in, like, regular theater, I was in tech theater. And after we left, whether it was through graduation or...
You're through to your
being forced
garage.
into
You,
school,
need me to bring you a ride?
the new theater kids came in, so on
It's
and
on
so
the way.
forth. It happens every time.
Mm-hmm.
Andy kept in contact with some of the underclassmen who, before they were juniors, now they were seniors. And they were decided to do is like, hey, you know what would be a really good team building exercise? Let's have a stay-in, or like a sleep-in at the theater. And so, they convinced the theater teacher to allow it. And he's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. But the theater teacher didn't tell the school about it. He's just like, don't do anything that you shouldn't. So, a bunch of unsupervised teens, alone, at night. What do you think happened?
A lot of debauchery.
Making babies.
Funny enough, it didn't start off that way. And it wasn't gonna end up that way until someone texted Andy.
Oh god.
And
Making
Andy
babies?
was like, oh, bet, I'm on the way. So
Wait.
Andy shows...
Wait, was this this is the OG Kiko, isn't it?
I have a lot of
man.
Andy stories, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. No, Kiko's older, so he's the original. This is a Kiko copy.
True. I mean, to be fair, I've known a lot of people that are like Kiko. I even know one that's older than Kiko.
Oh god.
So he might be the original.
It's just that, Kiko, you actually respect boundaries sometimes.
Sometimes.
Probably
Most
all
of the time.
Look, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna say...
99.1%.
Look, you
Yes.
respect boundaries at all as far as, like, penetration and the like, so you're already doing better than a lot of the guys that I knew.
Okay.
I mean, better than Mondo's fucking catchphrase, which is, persistence beats resistance.
True.
Jesus.
That's fucking rape.
Yeah.
Anyways, so...
Mondo, you
They
rapist.
fucking, someone in the group texts Andy like, hey, we're doing this and that, and he's like, oh, bet. He's on the way. So, they let in Andy. And he has the bright idea like, guys, let's have an orgy. Which, look, there's a whole lot of things wrong with that because Andy by this time was already 18. At a
Oh,
very
God.
minimum.
Oh.
And I can't say for sure that all of those... I mean, I can't say for sure that they were all seniors, but they should be within the range of 17 to 18, so technically not illegal, but At the same time, can't confirm because I don't know anyone there.
It's not like you ID'd everybody and be like, yep, you're 18, you're 18, nope, you're 17, you can't do anything. It's not like you did that.
Well, I know for sure Andy wouldn't. To be fair, if they're 17, what do you call it? I mean, it's Texas, that's legal.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. They could have been under 17. Remember, it's high school.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yep.
Anyways, so he starts this fucking orgy, and one of the kids fucking accidentally trips an alarm. So the cops show up.
Hang on. How do you I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but how do you accidentally trip an alarm?
I don't know. I'm like 95% sure that kid did it on purpose because he realized, like, oh, I don't want to fuck.
Wait, so
Come on,
an
man.
orgy was actually fucking happening in there?
Yes! Yes! My
Ew.
school is ratchet as fuck. Especially those goddamn horny-ass theater kids. You don't know how many fucking used condoms I saw in there.
Ew.
No,
At least, at a bare minimum, 5 of the girls in my senior year got pregnant on purpose.
Oh my god.
so man, they were
They
just
have
going
fucking
all...
school buses, fucking baby seats in there, I bet.
Boy, apparently
Probably.
they believed in method acting. Going all in. All in, baby.
How
Either way,
determined are you? Very.
cops showed up, and he fucking bowed before they showed up. All the
course he
students
did.
got in trouble, and the teacher got fired.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I stand by my decision to cause him to fail high school, and I would do it again. In a heartbeat.
And I thought my time in theater was bad.
No.
See, hang on, I almost died in theater like 3 times.
Avi, I can.
Because of
wow.
an accident, or...
Yes. I mean, to be fair, come on, what was I? I'm like, oh yeah, let me do this. I'll kill myself this way. No. So, I'd like to say that these, were spaced out over my 4 years in theater. No, these were all senior year.
Jesus.
So the first time, we were basically lifting a couch up to the 3rd floor in the theater, because they wanted it for the costume loft for some fucking reason, which, y'all know the reason, like the actual reason the students wanted it? So they could have a bang couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can have the casting couch.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was a black couch.
Oh,
Not leather,
the
though.
stains. The stains.
I know. The markings of yesterday's mistakes.
And then trying to shine a fucking black light on that shit?
I don't want to
Close.
shine a black light anywhere. That entire theater was black, but there were a lot of white stains that I can't say were only for the piece.
So I can
Alright,
confirm. I can confirm
Wait,
that during my
hang
time in theater,
Hang on, Kiko.
we also had a
Hang on,
couch.
Kiko.
God damn it, Kiko. And of
Hang
course.
on.
So
Yeah.
anyways,
It was there
we
before I
tied
was
a
there.
rope around the couch. And since, at the time I was in advanced theater, so, the teacher's like, hey, you're in charge. And I'm like, God damn it. And he's like, here's a bunch of Mexican kids who don't speak English. Take it up. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, me and the Mexican kids all climb with the ladder. We've got the rope. We start pulling it up. We get the couch all the way to the top, but it's stuck on the railing and we can't get it over. And there's motherfuckers down below yelling at us like, move it this way, right below the couch. And we're like, hey, don't stand directly under it. What if we drop it? No, you guys won't drop it. What if we die?
No, you guys won't die. You'll be fine.
So, of course, as we're trying to adjust so we can pull it over, one Mexican kid is like, I'm losing my grip. What? Don't lose your grip, there's people down there. I lost my grip. My hands hurt. Oh, fuck. Then, it was a chain reaction. The 3 of them let go. And the couch started going. I'm the last one holding the rope getting across the fucking floor towards the edge. Fucking, I make it all the way to the edge. I'm fucking Captain Americaing it. You know, my arms are over, fucking, I'm looking down. None of the fuckers down there moved an inch. They're like, what's going on? The couch is falling, I'm the only one, move! I'll let it fall, we're here. You're on your feet, you can move, what do you mean? So I'm over here, I have a choice to make. I can either hold on until these retards decide to move, and possibly die, or let go and just let the retards die. So I just held on to that shit, slowly sliding over the edge, like, don't let go, don't let go. Move, please, I don't want to die. I'm like, huh, this is really how it ends. Damn. Bastards, I hated all of them anyways.
Damn, some retards kill you over a couch. That's how hobbies
Absolutely.
went.
I'm like, fuck, I'm really gonna die for their bang couch. Crazy. Finally,
The fact
one of
that
the
Javi
Michigan
was in
kids, like,
theater and still graduated a virgin.
I know. And theater's like the one thing that you can actually get laid no matter who you are.
Is it though?
That's a lie.
That's debatable.
I did it.
if I got laid in that theater, I would have caught a disease. I can tell you right now.
I think you've been smart enough to have a condom or something.
Look, I know half of those bitches. I know for a fact that most of them probably had something. I ain't touching that. I ain't risking that.
Yeah, that's right.
Then, did they even want you that way, Javi? Or are you just like, nah, I'm fine?
I mean, it was mutual, at the very least. I hated them because I hated all the actors. And most of the tech guys were guys. And then, like, the one or two girls in tech theater, I was like, no, because I knew other things. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pull the pin on that grenade. Now, guys like Andy, they definitely pulled the pin on that grenade. Anyways, didn't die that day in theater. Because thankfully, you know, their hands stopped hurting and they grabbed my legs in the rope.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look, if I dropped and lowered it, I wasn't gonna, you know, stop it from falling.
I mean, you
Ricky,
did your
how did
best.
I pull that up? I mean, I did my best. That is all I could do. And no one dies.
I mean, yeah, you know, let's just say that's a good thing that no one died.
At least someone can say that. But yeah, that was the first time I almost died in theater.
How many times have you
3.
nearly been? You had 3 near-death experiences in theater.
Yes.
All during your
specifically.
team.
Yep. It was great. Fun time. Now the second time, I'm gonna blame someone else for this as well. But you know what? I want to say it wasn't his fault, but it was.
It was
So
guilt
we were-
association. You happened to be there, so it's his fault.
Well, yeah. Well, no, he kind of caused it. So, anyways,
Good lord. Sorry, Kiko threw me up with a tank.
Oh, sorry,
Crazy.
Denny.
It's fine. Alright, anyway. So I nearly died by Kiko by a tank. Hobby, tell us the second time you nearly died with someone else that you're playing.
so we were up in what we call the wood lot, where we have like all these pallets of wood, and a bunch of lumber, meant for whenever we're building sets. So we were clearing that shit out because we needed to build a set for Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
The thing is, we had a big ass table like way in the back of it, where there was wood stacked on wood, but it was just one table. But that was where all the good wood was. So it's like, hey, you know, we gotta take from like the top, that way we can, you know, get the rest. this dude, fucking Frankie. He's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll climb on top of the stack and pass it down to you guys. Like, okay, deal, cool. It was me, Frankie, and some chick up there. He's passing down the wood, and I'm like, hey, careful up there. It doesn't look stable. He's like, no, it's cool, it's quite stable. Watch. He jumps up and down on it, just once, and we hear a crack. And I'm like, don't move. The table breaks in half, and that pile of wood, which was stacked like a very unstable pyramid, comes crashing down. And me and the girl had to fucking jump out of the way while fucking Frankie is on top of like this slab of wood, skiing down. He almost died that day too, because the woodloft was on the second floor, and the gate was open, and the path led right through the gate.
Oh god.
So the second time, I'm blaming Terza. Motherfucker nearly put me under a pile of wood.
I mean, you told it don't jump. You told him not to jump, and then he jumps. So, I mean, yeah, sounds about right.
Look, he has poor impulse control. I don't know what I expected.
I'd say that was your fault for thinking, oh, he's gonna be fine. But,
well, it was my fault for setting him up there. But at the same time, he was the only other person willing to go up there. By choice. The girl didn't want to be up there. No, she was forced to go up there with us.
Oh god.
Not like that, Kiko. You calm your fucking perverted ass down.
I said, oh god.
Exactly.
So yes, Javi, I can relate to you on most of that stuff that has happened to you in theater. Especially the bank couch.
Dude, fuck that bank couch. They used it during the plays when they needed to be on stage too.
yeah.
Oh.
So wait, so other people had acted on that couch?
No,
knew?
like, they were supposed to, like, be on stage acting. They were up on the bank couch instead.
Oh. Do you think, though, that there have been moments where people have used that couch and not realize just who else has been on that couch?
At this point, probably. I mean, I've been gone for 5 years.
I would love to see if, like, anyone else from your school hears about this and they still have that couch. Like, I hope to God they either throw it out or destroy it and then take their clothes and then disinfect them to bejesus, because Lord knows what could have been on that shit.
So,
I actually got a friend whose little brother is, he's going to that school. I'll ask him.
so Danny.
I was like, hey, just go into the theater, bro, and climb up this ladder and see if they still have the bank couch.
Oh God, what's up, Pico?
So you know how Coronado also has a bank couch?
I actually did not know that, but I'm not
Like,
surprised.
how would we know that?
Kiko has used it many a time.
I know,
No. I
know some of
walked
our
in on
bitches-
people using it many a time.
I never had a chance to, like, go to band or go to theater when I went to Coronado, because I was only there for like one semester, which really sucks because it was really cool. Like my senior year, would have been nice to go there for like another semester, but whatever. But I know some of our friends, did theater there. But I'm pretty sure, that they had plenty of bank couches and plenty of experiences there. Why I'm not surprised you know some of these, because I don't think you went to Coronado.
Oh, Dude, I would visit everybody like every week. I would go to the West Side whenever I had the chance, and whenever there was a theater show. There was.
So we may have actually seen each other there, but maybe not. We just didn't know each other.
Probably.
Keiko left his skid marks on all the couches.
No. Well, only on the Burgess one, but not the Coronado one.
Coronado was not that bad, but Burgess was.
It's true. I'm not even gonna like defend Burgess just because I know how true that statement is.
Look, to anyone that defends their high school, of like, oh no, my high school would never. Look, you're lying to yourself. There's no need to be a tool and defend your high school. You don't go there. No one gives a shit.
Alright, so at my high school, we had the bang couch. But that couch has been there before I was a freshman. And there was a time where I actually decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sit on that couch. And this is freshman year me, before like I lost my virginity. I was like, I want to sit on that couch and relax. I sat on the couch and I heard one of the senior veterans go ahead and say, hey, you shouldn't sit on that couch. And I go, why? You just don't want to sit on the couch. I stood right up. And what do I see on the edge of a couch?
Demon!
Some dude still fucking.
A condom.
Yeah.
Hey, look at
I saw the condom and the first thing I thought was, oh, so you guys do that on this in here? And my first, and from there I was just like, how do you guys get away with it? What do you guys do? And they're like, oh yeah, we're theater kids. We can actually, we can just say we have rehearsal here, and we can legit get away with it until it's time for rehearsal. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's something I did not know.
Oh shit, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
We had a whole bang hallway, but that aside, Jasmine said, we had people banging the porta potties at Washington Park right next to our school.
Porta potties? That is so classy.
Oh, but a bang couch is classy?
Well, I mean, better than a fucking porta potty.
Not the bang hallway. No, that is not better than the porta potty.
I said better than the porta potty. Because at least the fucking couch would probably be somewhat comfy than a fucking porta potty and cleaner.
I don't know. When everyone's been on it, I don't know about that one.
Fucking Lysol that bitch. I don't know. Like, you know if a guy's desperate enough and knowing he can get it into a girl's pants and he's that much closer, he will, like, probably prep everything. Like, here, no, like, I saran wrapped it for you, see?
Yeah.
Saran wrap it.
But a fucking porta potty? Like, come on, really? Like, come on, babe, let's go. Where are we going? To the porta potty. And look, see, this one was just freshly used. You can smell it.
Just don't look down.
And don't smell it. And don't.
I mean, I get people are excited, you know, but like, you know, in the car, you know, in the closet, but a porta potty? Come on.
I mean, look, maybe that's there too. We don't know.
Fucking poop play?
Call that scat.
Scat body?
I hate it. I hate it here.
I don't know, I feel like in a porta potty that's way too many holes and that's way too dirty. That's disgusting.
What if someone falls in?
I know.
Good lord, how are you pulling it?
I could only imagine.
I don't know. Try to get like a weird position, you just fucking slip in, fall in.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just a hole down there. Like, what if they fucking fall in head or fucking leg first?
Look,
Yeah,
I want to
like
meet the
you just put your
motherfucker
leg
who
in there.
falls into the porta potty. I want to meet
No,
that.
like, it's that. It's the chick falls in. It turns in. Oh no! Help me, step bro. I'm stuck.
I hate it.
Like, nah, bitch. You
Okay,
stay
see,
in there.
that raises a good point. Or someone tips the porta potty. See, now that's a legitimate concern.
That's also fucked up if they fucking tip it like while someone's in there. I mean,
Okay,
doing your own
see, now
business is hard enough. You're not trying to fucking get laid and that shit happens.
No. If someone's getting laid in the porta potty, you definitely gotta tip that shit.
The poor guy just trying to move his fucking Taco Bell through and like, nope.
Look, the places that people will bang. Porta potty, couch, cars.
I do think I lost my virginity in a porta potty.
Really?
I could
Yeah.
believe that. I could believe that.
Out of all the fucking sex stories you said, you never said that the one you lost your V card was in a fucking porta potty. You said it was at a park, but like...
Hold on, where was this story?
You said it was in one of the cars.
It's because I'm really ashamed of this story, but I might as well tell it just to get it out of the way.
Bro,
Did
you
you
peed
fall
on a
in?
woman.
Were
What
you
the fuck is worse than
hold
that?
on, you actually can't be ashamed of this.
You peed on a chick in a fursuit. What the fuck is worse than that? Casual sex in a porta potty is not compared to fucking a furry sex being on a
Threesome in
woman,
a porta
or being
potty.
offered to do it with blackface.
Wait, hold up. What? How big was it? What kind of porta potty was this? No.
You know what? No, we're gonna let Kiko explain. Kiko, please tell us
From the top.
Alright, so 14-year-old me. So 14-year-old
See,
me.
Jasmine's good. Got a good point. How did you all fit?
Well, Kiko's gonna explain.
Oh shit, the truck's on fire. Alright, so it all started. It was the beginning of December, and I was going through a little high school breakup because, you know, I didn't want to believe the love of my life was breaking my heart or whatever.
Right. Just put on some My Chemical Romance. Continuing.
So Ricky should remember this name, Michael Brooks.
Okay.
He went ahead and told
I do.
me. Yeah, he went ahead and told me, and he was like, "Hey, you know what you should do?" And I was like, "What?" And he said, "You should get laid." And I was like, "Well, how? Since, you know, I'm a virgin and I don't have experience in that." And he's like, "Well, just call up somebody that is willing to take away your virginity and make sure they're experienced." Didn't really help that much. But I ended up calling up my ex-girlfriend's, like, ex-best friend, who turned out to be a very experienced gal. We met up at Cielo Vista Mall, and I just went ahead and told her, I was like, "Hey, are you down to, you know, take my V card?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm down." So I was like, "Oh, okay, where do we go? Because my parents are at home, and I don't know any places. I don't have a car." And she's like, "Oh, well, we can go to the park right by the high school." Okay, so we walk all the way to Ponder Park, and at this time they had a.
Yeah, don't hit the truck. Sorry, don't hit the truck. I'm trying to deliver this thing. And this... Why is the health going down? I'm not even hitting anything, and yet the health is still going down. I'm going to fail this without even trying. I'm sorry. Keep going.
You're good. So at the time, the porta potty at this park was pretty big to actually fit at least 2 to 3 people. And at that time, I was very nervous, so I had called up on this dude, Michael Brooks, because I was just like, "Dude, I'm new at this. You've done a lot more than I have. So, like, you know, step by step," because the girl wasn't really helping out at all. She was just more like, "Oh, you can do it. It's easy." And it's like, ugh. Anyways, she went ahead and she's like, "I don't mind doing a threesome with you and your friends. That would be like something new to try." and it caught me off guard because I was like, damn, something new to try, so whatever. So skipping on ahead, this chick was like, alright, so newbie, since this is gonna be your first time, I want you to unhook my bra and get me undressed. I do exactly that. And then she like strips down butt ass naked, and then me and this dude, we already have our dicks out, so we're just getting ready for it to get sucked. And the girl proceeds to tell me, oh yeah, you need to get, like, you need to penetrate me in order to lose your V card. I didn't really understand the penetration part because, yeah.
You fucking stabber.
What? How do you know?
It's because I never heard the term penetrate in a sexual way. I've known.
Where have you heard it before then?
Stabbing.
Damn, Kiko straight up stabbed this girl.
With a pencil, probably.
Popped her in the wound. Crazy.
I know, right? Hella crazy.
I'm sorry. Go back to your stories. Sorry. I was too pointing at the
Go back to the porta-porn.
So, this chick was like, yeah, just, you know, stick your dick in me. And I was like, okay. And so I did while she was blowing this other dude. So we were practically doing the devil's three-way. And after that, you know, she said stuff to make me like feel better about myself. And I gotta like, it worked. Ego.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you explain the logistics on how you guys managed to all fit inside a porta potty? Because being inside a porta potty is not exactly the biggest, like, enclosure.
No, like, I've seen the ones that are for, like, handicapped people. They're pretty spacious.
I mean, they're
Yeah, but
spacious, but like for three people to be in there banging.
I'm imagining, though, this is the regular, just, you know, narrow, stand-up porta potty that you go down there and you sit on the plastic seat. So I'm guessing this is how you did it. Or this is where you did it?
This
I'm
isn't
also
one of
trying
those.
to like figure out like the positioning. Like, you know, she's sucking this one dude off.
Well,
and
that's
you're
why
over
I
here,
asked
it's
Kiko,
also-
can you that's why I asked him, can you explain the logistics on...
Was he sitting down in me?
Positioning?
Was he comfy? Did he fall in?
No, he didn't fall in. I guess he was.
Did she
comfy?
fall in?
No,
Hang on.
she was like.
Let him talk.
Okay, to answer Daniel's question, it was bigger than the. Imagine like at least 3 of the narrow porta potties like put together, but like you
Oh my
actually
God,
have
this is a
more
big ass
space.
fuck-
Jesus, that's a duplex. That's a
No,
duplex.
that-
Fucking poop me.
You're
That's
straight
the one for
up
the disabled people.
chilling.
The ones for people in wheelchairs, it's about that size. It's the disabled ones because they're bigger for one single unit.
Where did you guys even put your clothes?
We all kept it inside the porta potty.
Great.
Granted, one of the details
Just like on the floor?
Yes.
That shit's filthy.
I mean, we were in a fucking porta potty in the daylight with people around.
An actual fucking body.
Man, was it hot in there?
It was.
Did you
And it
get heat
smelled.
stroke?
Was it smelling in there?
It's
Wait, hold on. It was hot in there. It was smelly. You know what, Kiko? You were able to keep it up. Good for you, bro. I'm proud of you.
He was able to do this in a hot, smelly, sweaty...
Okay, let him finish. Let him finish. He hasn't gotten a word in since we kept interrupting.
Oh, he definitely finished already.
no, I never finished.
Right?
I
Damn,
never
crazy.
I never ejaculated. That's like the one thing this girl actually hated about me was she wasn't able to make me come at all. But anyways, back to the story. So so you know, we're doing the simplest positions, like she's riding or she's bent over. or whatever. And then there was a point where I was just like, oh, you know, like, where do I stick it now? And she wanted me to attempt anal with her. Like, she wanted to make sure it, like, all my V cards were, or like all the, you know, sexual acts that were common in porn were, like, was with her.
She's just marking off all the requirements, all the
Did she
essentials.
call you step bro?
Nope. But she did.
Did she call you daddy,
Yes.
poppy, or anything like that?
Yes. Yes, she did. She called me both, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm asking
hang on,
a question.
wait. You did a threesome. Do you know for sure that she called you daddy, or did she call the other guy daddy?
I mean, she was
Or
really
did she call
focused.
both?
Guy, finish the story.
Also, hang on. When she was writing you or, you know, Michael, did one of you ever, like, feel left out? What were you guys doing during that time? Just watching?
So,
High fiving.
Did you guys ever high five? I gotta know.
yes.
Also, hang on.
The fucking Eiffel Towered her.
No. I like how fucking, you know, this girl's like, oh yeah, threesome, that's a new thing. And Kyo's like, oh yeah, that is a new thing. This is how you lost your V card. All of this was a new thing.
Yes, Javi. Yes.
Was it awkward just having your dick out with a bro?
I tried not thinking about it. I pretended
So
like it
it
was
was.
just her putting. Yeah, because I mean, the dude himself, he wasn't considered attractive. He smelled worse than the porta potty, so being.
Oh, come on!
Damn.
Wait,
Anyway, back to the story.
Anyways.
hang on, I have one more question. Did you hear him?
he tried getting her to call him Big Papa, and as soon as he finished, it wasn't a moan, it was more of a abnormal grunt.
Go? Oh.
It was more of a
Oh God. Alright, continue with the story. I'm sufficiently disgusted.
so
I'm just amazed that there's a porta potty big enough for a three-way.
I mean, if you're handicapped and in a wheelchair, yes, there is.
Boy, not handicapped, you're handy capable. Anyway, keep going.
And so
God, finish up this story.
So pretty much, the entire threesome like lasted about like an hour and a half or so, because people kept on
An
like.
hour and a half? Are you fucking kidding me?
Let the guy finish, damn!
So.
I'm trying not to laugh, I'm sorry.
Look, I'm trying to figure out where the story goes from here, to be honest.
Oh, it kind of gets. Yeah, I mean, it goes two different ways.
Okay, get to the point of where we're going right now.
Alright, so after the threesome, and to answer one of your future questions, it got very competitive. To answer one of your other questions, it got very competitive. If one guy didn't get the attention, he tried forcing the attention. If the other guy notices the other guy getting more attention, he would demand more attention. So it was a constant, like, it was a constant competition.
No, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Exactly, pretty much. So, you know, threesome lasted about like an hour and a half, because, you know, I couldn't come, and this chick was frustrated because she couldn't make me come. And we walk out.
Like, bro, I'm tapping out. I'm tired of coming, bro. Come on, let's have this.
Come on, we're already in the porta potty for this long. The smell was getting to me.
So this chick proceeds to go ahead and tell me, she's like, I'm not gonna leave until I make you come. So after the threesome, this chick proceeded to like take me to alleyways around the fucking neighborhood, around the school, and like she would, you know, she would tell me like, yeah, fuck me, or let me suck you. There was even a time where we went to a corner store to get some munchies, and she got like a shitload of cheese on chips, I didn't need cheese. She got the cheese and told me, hey, whip it out, let me put this on you, and let me suck it off.
Oh God! What the hell is
Oh,
wrong?
come on!
I feel like that would burn.
It did. Very bad.
It's hot cheese, like, fuck. Ouch.
Dude. Why?
Jesus Christ!
Kiko, this counts as your fucking one degenerate story for like the next 2 weeks.
You know what? Actually, hang on. There's another question for you, Kiko.
What's up?
Was there any friendly fire?
Because obviously you couldn't friendly fire him.
Yeah. Did you accidentally get any on you?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I know. Okay, hang on.
Still never
At
did.
what point did Michael tap out? At what point was like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I've
Like
had enough.
the first 30 minutes.
So you guys stayed in there for at least twice as long because of you. She was
3
trying to get-
times as long.
She was so
well, at least
determined.
twice.
She was so determined to like get me to finish, because in her words, and I shit you not, it was, if I can't make you come, nobody else can make you come. And that shit was scary.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Speaking of scary, did anyone ever knock on the porta potty like, "Hey man, I gotta
Yes.
go"?
Multiple times. And most of the times it wasn't even like the handicapped, it was just like kids coming from Burgess because they had athletics practice. So like you'd have soccer players or like kids that lived in Juarez that would cross over just to go to practice and all that.
These kids are like,
Yeah.
hey, we gotta take a whiz.
Or hey, where's Kiko at? And
No, no.
where's that other guy? Where's she at? They've been gone for a long time, man.
Yeah, you would think that's like the one response, but no, that wasn't the response. It was, hey, I think there are people doing it in there. Let's check it out. And I was,
So you had people probably listening in while you're in the porta potty.
they were knocking on the door constantly. They're like, hey, you guys almost done in there? Finish up. Hey.
It's like,
Wait, so after everything and after all that, did she ever complete her goal?
No.
Obviously.
She
Put
failed.
nacho cheese on there.
And she fucking kept trying though. You gotta respect the
Also-
determination for that.
Hang
Dude,
on.
it choked her-
Imagine being what sounds like the school slut. And, you know, this one fucking virgin calls you up like, hey, can you put on my chair? And you're like, easy game. I've been with plenty of guys. Oh, we're doing a threesome today too? Easy. Work 2 at once. The first guy, fucking, you know, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, he's done in 30 minutes. The other guy, what the fuck? You know, this one virgin, you just can't make him come? That must have hurt her right in her pride.
Dude, all those styles
did.
doing a little bit of everything and still nothing? Damn.
the
Bro,
one
she-
guy she couldn't get off.
Bro, she even went
I'm surprised she didn't call in
sloppy.
backup.
Oh god. You know what? I have another question.
Go for it.
Were you guys noisy? Because Jasmine said, I can only imagine people hearing Michael groan in there. So did you groan too?
I was
Or
silent.
was she groaning? Like, were you guys loud?
Every time I was inside of her, I would have to cover her mouth because, like, she was one of those
Ew, did you
screamers.
wash your hands? Ew.
Oh god.
There was hand soap
You
in there.
touched things in there. That doesn't matter. You know the hand soap in there is dirty.
I'm like, hang on, you're in the porta potty, man. It's like, oh, just be careful where you have your hands, man.
And bro, fucking see in those fucking porta potties. That's where you definitely need the gloves, the mask, the whole shebang.
Oh yeah, dude. But
Make a little mess. Take your own toilet paper. Don't trust that shit.
But yeah, I had to like cover her mouth because she was a screamer, It was like every time I barely penetrated, it was just, oh my god, but like loud, and I'm just like,
Okay, hold up. Why would you knowingly be a screamer and take a dude to a public porta potty? What the fuck? I can only imagine for the people outside of this, like, wow, she really has to go. It must sound painful in there. You know what? Kiko got his debaptized in nacho cheese, and this began the Kiko legend. You know what? This explains a lot about, you know, the rest of what became of Kiko.
You want to know what started the Kiko legend?
Okay. Was it
The
an
Red
old
Wings.
Playboy you found on the sidewalk?
No. The Red Wings. The Red Wings started the legend. Fucking read Urban Dictionary, and I was like, I want Red Wings. I proceeded to de-virginize a virgin and got my Red Wings, and ever since then, that started the Kiko
Was it in the
legend.
same day?
No.
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
I think I have one more question. At least I do. So you got your V card revoked. You know, you did everything. Well, you didn't do everything. Obviously, you did mostly everything, but finish. So when exactly did you actually finish? You know,
How blue?
Like,
Dude,
Is
I
it-
went
you
home
eventually
and I
had
had to beat my meat. That's when I finished.
so you literally had your dick sucked. You were inside a woman. You were in a porta potty for at least an hour, hour and a half. You kept
an
getting
alleyway in
sucked.
the corner store.
You had your dick covered with nacho cheese, and that didn't work. But the minute you go home and you're doing it with your hand, you're like, ah, this is more like it.
Nothing beats good old Jill.
Well, think about it this way. I spent 6 years just beating my meat. From the age of 8 years old all the way to 14.
Bro, what? Hold up. Shut the fuck. 8?
Yes.
Damn, Kiko just built different.
No, he's a degenerate.
I'm the original degenerate, I guess. Well, in this group.
You're not the original degenerate,
I said in this
but you
group.
certainly are. You certainly
You're-
are a degenerate.
You're certainly up there.
Yes, you are.
But yeah,
Hey,
so I mean, there's more details on the day that I lost my virginity, but it's just very vanilla stuff.
I feel like we have enough details. I feel like we had enough details after we got nacho cheese.
Yeah. I really hope to God you took a nice hot shower, because Jesus Christ,
Oh God.
everything you were around, and the fact, you know, I don't even say that anymore. I just hope to God you took a shower that day.
Just imagining the smell of the porta potty, it makes me gag.
I know, I can't even be inside a porta potty for 2 minutes. I mean, to be fair though, the few times I've ever used a porta potty have always been during like a concert or a festival, and I know they can get fucking smelly. So,
See,
For their intended purpose.
I only feel comfortable going into a porta potty to take a piss. I can't take a shit in one.
I would
And
avoid.
Kiko's just like, hey, yeah, this can be used for fucking.
Dude,
Kiko, hang on. Here's a good question. Did you ever fuck in a porta potty again since then?
no.
Okay.
Kiko, my question is, out of all people, why Michael? And look where it led to, dude. Really? Like, your option was Michael to help you out with that advice? Fucking why?
I was a very naive kid back then.
Back then?
Naive? Or just desperate to lose your V card?
No, very naive. Like, I was convinced, hey,
Well, I mean, the advice he gave was to lose the V card.
I mean, he could have said anything else, and I'd have been like, okay, cool. But the moment he said V card, I was just like, you know, I might as well go ahead and try it because apparently it's a good idea. So I went
And the
ahead and
moment
tried
it led to a
What if
porta
he's like,
potty, you
hey,
still
bro,
went through
let's
with
go
it.
kidnap your ex and kill her? What if he said that?
Yeah, no. I may be naive, but I'm not that naive.
But what if
Like,
you
hold
lose
on.
your V card?
Because I'm thinking like everything that led up to is like, hey, I'm gonna help you lose your V card. Okay, cool. He's being a bro, but I'm gonna be involved. Okay, kind of weird.
Okay,
So it's
hang
threesome.
on, hang on. That's
Like
the thing.
he's gonna be
That's the thing.
involved while you do that shit.
Here's the thing. From what I understand, Michael wasn't initially going to be involved. He just, he was a go-between guy. He gave Kiko the info on the girl. Kiko called Michael in for some fucking reason for support. Kiko, what did you want Michael there to do? Did you want him to hold your hand while you were fucking?
I don't know. I was scared, dude.
What the fuck?
You're doing great, buddy. Good, great.
I mean, the fact that it led to a porta potty, I would have like just said like, nope, not here, nope.
Like, I don't know if I'm able to judge since I'm still a virgin, but still, bro.
I mean, there's just some places you think are probably like, yeah, this is probably okay. There are some places that are just, not okay. For me,
Like,
I don't
I'm
think
all
the
for
porta potty ever struck me as, yeah, this is a good place for sex.
I mean, like, I'm all for being spontaneous and all, but like a porta potty, no.
A porta potty threesome with, apparently not the best looking bro?
Yeah, that's a hard no for me.
Dude, and what sucks is I fucked this dude over multiple times because he would have like all these hot ass chicks, and then I come along and they're like, hey, we like you, we want to be with you, we're gonna dump this dude for you, and I'm like, damn, I'm just pulling
No,
the...
plot twist. It was fucking Michael at the pizza place.
No, dude, he's
like,
Michael.
No,
He's like, fuck, this bitch stole my fucking chicks. I remember you. I remember you from the porta potty.
How the fuck is like, I know who he's talking about, because I know this Michael guy. Kiko's right, he's not the best looking dude, he does smell, he has very poor, hygiene practice, whatever. How the fuck does a guy like that get all the hot chicks, per se? That I would never understand.
Apparently,
I have no
he gets the girls that have
idea.
like low self-esteem.
Did he have the personality?
No,
Hell
money.
no, the fuck he did not.
Hell no, like...
Not money. Probably the drugs. I think he had the drugs.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. That actually does make a lot of sense.
Like,
Hey, take a toke, let me poke.
like this dude...
I hate it here.
I had to listen to a porta potty story. I hate it here. Oh, Ricky. Oh, never mind.
Hey man, you guys wanted to know how the legend of Kiko rose up to be? I'm kidding.
Really made it.
I
Well, apparently we did after the porta potty story, which was not the way the legend came to be. The
remember
legend
you
Kiko,
came,
guys.
they were you
I
discovered
forgot about the Red Wings part of your life. I
I hate that
can't keep
shit
track
again.
of all of this, man.
You know what? I have to say this. I do have to say this.
I mean, look. There's underglow underwater.
Oh, fuck.
I do have to say this though, Kiko. If you're gonna tell people that you lost your virginity in a car, just keep telling that story. Oh wait, people are watching. Ah shit. Sorry, never mind.
Kiko, I'm not gonna
It's not
lie.
like it's not like anybody that I know is watching this besides you guys.
You know, man, I can't keep track of all these stories, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I keep track of a lot of things in my life that tell me shit. But there's just too much information. I can't.
Well, there's also the fact that I'm here, Ricky's here, Jasmine's here, and it's being filmed. We'll remember this.
Well, that's the thing. It's just, sometimes I tell Kiko stories to other people, and they're like, what the fuck, there's a dude out there like that? I'm like, yeah, bro. Look, and I know this guy.
Yeah. I knew Michael was a nasty dude, but I'll never think like him the same way again.
That's
Yeah, no, dude, he's done a lot worse. Like his mom told me he's done a lot worse.
Damn, when your mom knows. crazy. Absolutely insane.
To be honest, though, I'm not sure if we can top this tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Oh, Ricky, you remember the revelation on Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like my mom came to visit this past weekend. Drop
Yeah,
off
I saw on her Snapchat.
Yeah, the dining room set.
Yeah.
And then the couch. And while we were coming back to the apartment from Cheesecake Factory, we were talking about a lot of things in vague terms. Cause of course kids were with us. And she's like, oh, and then the revelation on Christmas. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Look, I was debating whether to tell her. But it was funny. And she's like, see, I was thinking about it, of when it could have happened. And I realized, what if it's when you got a ride home from one of your coworkers, but they're all male? And I'm like, hey, you stop that thought right now.
Hey, it's funny because I almost said as a joke, but I think it would have been believable. Like, when you raised your hand, I'm like, oh no, Javi was giving, not receiving.
God damn it.
Like, Javi was the one giving, not receiving. Don't worry, it's okay.
I'm still waiting for Javi to go ahead and say, what the fuck? Just for my story. I'm just waiting for that.
Look, I was going to, but Ricky kept, going like, stop interrupting, let him finish. And I'm like, look, where is this story even going at this point?
Bro, it could have gone
Like I said,
so many different ways.
I feel like we got all the details after Nacho Cheese Stick. I'm telling you.
So, Javi, you told your family about the revelation? Like, you explained it, or what? Did they ask about it?
Mom was like, I don't want to know. But Bloss is proud.
Yeah.
She's like, I saw the look in his eye. I'm like, I saw the look in his eye. No,
he was relieved.
I was gonna say, apparently, this was a topic of conversation between Bloss and the neighbor once. And it didn't even start with me. It's because the neighbors, they have a set of daughters, and they're twins. I remember.
Okay.
And they moved out for a bit. One of them moved in with a boyfriend, and then they broke up. They moved in together, and the dad for them was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do about the girls. Sometimes I'm just a little worried about them with all these guys." And he's like, "I just kind of want to have a talk with them about it and make sure." And I was like, "Oh yeah, this and that." And because one of the girls had a crush on me at some point, it turned into a conversation about me. And he's like, I don't know whether Javi's a virgin or not still. And I feel like, he should just lose it already. And I'm like, hey, why are you guys talking about me like that, bro?
Damn.
I'm over here. I'm not even living at home and still having conversation about that. Damn,
You see,
great.
the way my dad tried to get me to talk was because he tried to do the whole casual beer with a group of friends, casual talk, like saying, hey, yeah, back in my day, and they're like, oh, it's my turn, I gotta talk about, my stories? Like, they thought I didn't have any, like, well, you see, what I had done, or whatever, like, telling stories of whatever they were talking about, I could relate. Like, what? You could relate? Like, yeah. Like, oh shit. And they're all like fucking surprised. Like, I guess it cut them off guard that I could relate so much to their stories, or during this casual beer talk among friends. And some included, some more at the time probably inappropriate shit. Like, yeah, no, I could relate. That makes sense. And like, I know why this and that. Like, oh shit. Okay, cool. Like, yeah. They didn't realize I was more involved than they had realized. So they're like, oh wow, okay, cool. My dad was a bit surprised, but he's like, nice.
See, I already know, like, the bus story specifically. That one, if I ever, the next time that I go back home, or if I'm ever back home and, Blas has his friends over and they're all drinking together and they get me to join them, he's not going to be the one to ask. They're going to be the ones who ask.
Yeah, most likely.
that's how Bloss is gonna find out. And
Maybe that was giving, not receiving.
I would have.
And they'd have been like, "What the fuck?" Even worse.
I would have fucking, taken a big ass drink and then told that fucking story. Cleared my goddamn name.
See, look, with my mom though, because I still lived with her at the time, she already knew what was going on by the time I had, been with my girlfriend at the time for a while, and like figured, yeah, it's about like it's been this long. She already figured and just guessed and just didn't bother to ask or anything. She just went with the idea that it was already set and done. That's it, nothing more, and just rolled with it, like just accepted it basically. And I mean, she was kind of right too, because after a while, like, yeah, So funny though.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, my parents figured out that I was gonna be a man whore. All it took was just one random girl, and that was it.
And
They're
a
like-
porta potty.
No,
Yeah.
they don't know about the porta potty.
This was puto.
They literally don't know about the porta potty.
Until now.
Oh no, trust me, they will never find out.
Kiko, dare I ask, do I know the girl? 'Cause if she went to our school, do I know her, or is she well known?
No, she went to Austin.
Yeah, she's well known on the corner.
She went to Austin
Okay.
High School.
Ah, okay.
We learned we learned a lot
Quite a bit
about
today.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for podcast.
Yep. Spokojno noci. I swear to God, Kiko, how many? How many stories? I always think we're at the bottom.